To build anything that truly lasts, it takes time.
Viewers, in a fresh chapter of the Khatakat model, drying up the state's coffers in the state of Karnataka, Karnataka's Namma clinics are now feeling the pinch. We are going to tell you about a Times Now investigation and what this investigation has found. In one of the revelations as a part of this reportage, we found that several staff members working at Namma clinics across Bengaluru have not received their salaries for the last 3 months. These clinics, which were established by the BBMP to offer free primary healthcare services at the ward level, are reportedly facing severe financial challenges due to the state's cash crunch. Now, doctors, nurses, lab technicians, that is Group A, from Group A, and helpers and maintenance staff have been left unpaid. Doctors earn a monthly salary of 60,000 while Group D workers receive about 15,000. The Karnataka government has reportedly informed that staff, 3 months of salaries will be paid together instead of disbursal on a monthly basis as was promised initially. Now, let's take a look at what staff members, including doctors and, a nurse and a Group 4 employee of the Namma clinic admitted on these hidden camera. Here's a Times Now exclusive.
ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ವಾ? 3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ, ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? 5 ತಿಂಗಳು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, 2 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಿದೆ, 3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್. ಮಗ ಇದೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಂಗೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತಾಯಿ ಎಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇನು ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ? ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ, ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಫಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರಿ. ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳ ಜಾತಿಗಳು By government 3 months also you are supposed to get every month or English for sure. Supposed to get every month, and they'll say they combine and do it after 3 months. Where is your phone? Sir, salary ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ಬರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ 2-3 months ಆದ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಹೌದಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ 2 not coming in 1-2 regularly sir. It's not coming regularly. Not once in 2-3 months. How do you sustain, sir? Did you tell the government about it? What they said? The government only they are saying we feel some food. You guys have protested also, no? One time? Yes. But nothing happened. Nothing.
My colleague Imran is joining us live. Imran, this investigation by our crew on the ground in Bengaluru has exposed some glaring issues with regards to the disbursal of salaries for Namma clinic employees. There are about 243 Namma clinics under the BBMP limits. For how long has this been happening? There have been protests like you mentioned, and yet salaries are only being disbursed once in every 2 to 3 months. What more are you tracking? How has the government reacted to Times Now's investigation?
Well, the government has said that they will look into it, they'll resolve this issue, but the BBMP Commissioner's answer is that there were some attendance discrepancies. That's the reason why the salaries were delayed. When you speak to employees, in a candid camp, they admitted that they went to the government said they did not have cash. There's a cash crunch is there. That's the reason why the salaries are getting delayed. In fact, for the Group D employees, it's been more than 3 to 5 months. The salaries have not been disbursed, and the Group A employees, almost 2 months, the salaries have not been disbursed. Collectively, they'll get it after 3 months, is what they're saying, is what the employees have said. In fact, many of them also, as part of association, went to the minister. The minister said that they will resolve this issue, but this is issue has not been resolved and the salaries have not been dispersed. Now, due to the Times Now's expose now, the government has woken up. In fact, they called up and to release the salaries, but you have to wait and see when they'll be released. But this is what the situation is. And across the Namma clinics, the people working in the clinics, whether the Group D and Group A employees, salaries have not been paid by the government for the past 3 months.
So protests fell to deaf ears. An expose by Times Now's investigative team in Bengaluru, in fact, forced the government to take some semblance of action. Even now, we do not know if that is in process. The fact that salaries should be dispersed on time. I want you to stay with us, Imran, because there are more layers to this story. Like we told you, viewers, there are about 243 Namma clinics under the BBMP limits. Now, the delay of disbursing salaries has led to growing frustration among healthcare workers, many of whom are struggling to manage their daily expenses without regular pay. The state government now is saying that it is going to look into the issue. Listen in.
Salaries have not come for the people working in the Namma clinics, are Group D workers and Group A workers. They said for 3 months they have not received the salaries.
No, I will check it up. I think maybe it is connected to the BBMP, this thing. I will just check up why. Because earlier we had not received money from Government of India. So then we had returned to them and we had adjusted some funds. But I will just check what is the exact reason and get back.
We will check and we will get back. So the state now wants to give you an impression that they are unaware of what has been happening. We also spoke to the BBMP Chief Commissioner, who attributed the salary delay to possible attendance-related issues. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I think there is some confusion because we do a proper, there's no shortage of money, etc. It could only be some kind of a issue where the attendance cycle, there's a mismatch or we are not able to get the attendance within time. What we will do is we'll create this online system so that if we get this attendance in time, we'll definitely ensure the payment is done by the 1st of the month or 2nd of the month.
The BJP, however, viewers, is slamming the state government in Karnataka, saying that this is a result of the financial mismanagement by the Congress party, as it is more focused on freebies instead of day-to-day governance.
The state government is financially bankrupt, but they don't want to accept it. They are celebrating 500 crore people have travelled free in the buses. Even bigger than that is paying salaries to the employees who are working for the establishment. Their priority is only for the freebies, not for the day-to-day government governance.
Imran, we have testimonies on, Candid Camp, where there are those who are affected, workers of, Namma clinics who have gone on record and have said that, yes, we are not getting our salaries. The state on record says we are looking into the matter. The BBMP wants to, attribute it to attendance issues. The BJP has found an opportunity to take aim at the government, blaming the Khatakat model for this kind of an issue that is happening with regards to day-to-day governance. But on the ground, has there been acknowledgement? Has there been any movement? The fact that these workers who are waiting for salaries, are they going to get it anytime soon?
Well, that's the issue even the workers are asking. In fact, they work in a very crucial sector, the healthcare, and Namma clinics as a first step to many of the poor people who do not have access to health. These Namma clinics as is the first gateway. Now these employees are working in such a crucial sector in 243 odd clinics in Bengaluru. A laudable effort, as far as the clinic is concerned. But there's people working there are themselves struggling with the fact that they are receiving salaries once in 3 months. So in a high cost living city like Bengaluru, even people getting salaries are finding it life difficult to sustain. Right. And with that, the 3 months delay is only adding to the woes. You can imagine the kind of stress they're going through as far as the rents are concerned, as far as their livelihoods are concerned, how they'll be managing it if the salaries are not being paid for almost 3 months now.
And we hope that this investigative report by Times Now's team, brings about an impact, and this is a wake-up call for the government. Even though there is an attempt to downplay what we've shown you, but the fact remains on the ground, there are people who are suffering. We hope that the state government takes note. Thank you so much, Imran, for getting us the latest. With that, it's time for us to take a short commercial break.